All right. Hello, everyone with Fountaindale Public Library. My name is Phoebe. I'm going to be your trivia host tonight. We're not going to get started for another 10 minutes or so here to make sure that everybody has time to join us in this YouTube live stream here. So if you know someone who is wanting to play trivia, go ahead and send them this link, or you can send them the Facebook event link. Either way, very excited to host trivia for everyone tonight. I know that this is a wonderful part of my week to kind of have some time to learn a few things and to hang out with you guys, even if it's just virtually. So I hope everyone's excited for trivia tonight. I apologize if at any point your stream is lagging a little bit on YouTube, or if it pauses or skips. The best thing that I can suggest is to make sure that the only device, or you don't want to turn off every device that's using Wi-Fi, but make sure that if you want to turn the Wi-Fi off your phones, if you're watching this YouTube stream on your computer or laptop, or your TV, that should help the stream not lag so much. So that's just a quick tip that should help you a little bit there. Let me turn off the Wi-Fi on my phone. In fact, I'm going to be using my phone to control the game tonight, and you guys are going to be using your phones or laptops or iPads, whatever device you want, to play trivia tonight. So, just in case you did not get the link for the game, I'm going to drop that in the YouTube comments real quick. And it's going to be online.baig, that's B-A-I-G, and it's Baig because that's the founder of the trivia company's last name. So it's baigoftricks.com and then /7920. So that link is now in the YouTube comments just in case you need it, and that will float at the top just in case you need to go back and get it. And feel free to talk amongst yourselves in the chat or ask me any questions that you may have. If my audio is ever not any good, let me know and I will try fixing the headphones. I do have my headphones plugged in just so that you guys can hear me a little bit better. Hopefully that helps out. But let's get into how the game is going to work tonight. I'm going to go over this a little bit later too, just for any latecomers here. But we have 35 general knowledge trivia questions for you tonight. Those are going to cover a wide range of topics. So what's fun about this is they're not going to be any easier or more difficult at the beginning or the end. So you might get to the end of the game and say, shoot, I still need more points, but there will be some questions that you know them. So fingers crossed that there are some topics that you know well. There will also be a practice question to get us started, and that's just kind of to get you used to how this trivia game is going to work tonight. It won't be for any points. It's, again, just to get you used to how the trivia game works. So, how does the trivia game work? Well, all 35 questions are general knowledge, and they are all multiple choice. So that means you will have an answer option A, B, C, and D. I will read off the question and then all 4 answer choices, and then I'll open it up for answering for you guys. So that way you have time to hear the question, hear the possible answers before you select your answer. A quick pro tip, most of the questions tonight have a GIF or picture associated with them. You're going to want to scroll on past that to make sure that you get right to the answers where they're going to pop up. So that should help. Something else to note, I will be telling you when the timer has started, but because of a possible lag, for example, I can see myself in the YouTube screen right here, there's a little bit of a lag. It's not too long, maybe 3 or 4 seconds, but the issue there is that when I say timer has begun, it might be a little bit after the timer has actually started. So just keep an eye on your device if whatever you're playing trivia on, and that'll make sure that you know right when the timer starts, instead of saying, oh shoot, she said it, but it already started. And the reason you're going to want to make sure you know right when the timer starts is all of tonight's questions, the point value will start at 150 points. And that point value will slowly decrease as that timer ticks down. So you have 30 seconds to answer, but if you answer with 15 seconds left, that question is now only worth 75 points. So that's why it's imperative to make sure you're keeping your eye on whatever device you're playing trivia on. Myself, when I play Baig of Tricks Trivia, I like to have the game up on my TV so that I can watch, or well, the YouTube stream or what have you, I have that up on my TV so that I can watch that, and then I'll answer on my laptop because it's just a little bit faster. But that's just me personally. You can play on your phone, your iPad, your laptop, whatever you like. So there's a timer for all the questions. We will be going over the standings every 5 questions, just so you guys know how you're doing in tonight's game. And something to note along with that is that if you get a question wrong, it's not going to call out who got all the questions correct or incorrect. It'll just say, we'll go over how many people answered the question correctly or incorrectly after each question, but it won't say, oh, well, if it was me, I'm Phoebe. It won't say Phoebe got this question wrong and everyone else got it right. So don't worry about it calling you out there. You have a 25% chance of being correct, so it's worth your time to make a guess just in case, because it's better to guess sooner, go with your gut, guess more quickly, because if you wait until there's only 5 seconds left, you're not going to get a lot of points, even if you're correct. So that is something to note. Let's see if I'm trying to think if I have any more pro tips for you guys. I hope everybody's having a great week so far and that you're excited to play trivia tonight. Something that I can tell you is that Baig of Tricks not only does wonderful events like this that we're doing tonight for Fountaindale Public Library, we also do events that are just for the general public that you can find right on the Baig of Tricks Facebook page. And I think tonight's event is Marvel Cinematic Universe Trivia, so if you're a big Marvel fan, you might want to tune into that. That is tonight at 9 p.m., so that's not for another 2 hours. We're playing for 1 hour tonight, so you'll have time to grab something to eat, have a drink before that if you want. Oh, something that I meant to note, if you would like to play with a fun team name, all you have to do is refresh the page. If you've already gotten into the trivia game, you can refresh the page, and instead of using the first name that you put in or whatever else you put in, you can type in something else if you so choose. Obviously, you don't have to do that, but it's just a choice if you'd like to use a fun team name to play along. And of course, if you'd rather compete, if you're playing with your family, you can all play on different teams. You can play as one team or even one team on one team. I've played with friends, and I've also played against friends, and it's fun either way. So that is something to note. Take a sip of this. Boy, is it a toasty one. I don't know about you guys, but I think it is a pretty hot day. So we're going to get started in just about 2 minutes here. If we are waiting on anybody, or if I need to stall the game at all, please just let me know. Something to note is that even if somebody joins late, they can still play. They'll just have missed a few possible points. But because every question is worth 150 points, and there's of course a chance that anyone could get any number of questions incorrect, it doesn't matter if they join at question 1 or question 10, what have you, they can still probably do a pretty good job. So that is worth noting. We're going to get started in just a minute or so here, but I do want to give just a few more minutes for people to join in. And make sure that you are logged into that trivia game. You're going to want to go to the link online.baigoftricks.com/7920. And that'll get you into tonight's game. It's 7920 because that's today's date. So that's why that's the URL. It's just easy to remember. And something else to note, there's not a whole lot of comments right now in the chat, which is totally fine. But if you do make any comments during the game, I won't be able to see them, unfortunately, just because I'll be focusing, on the game. So if you do run into any errors, the best thing that I can suggest to troubleshoot that is to either refresh the window that you're playing trivia in, or if you know that your internet starts up really quickly, you could try restarting the internet, or just using the internet on fewer devices in your home. I know a lot of people are trying to use the internet at home these days, so that's a possibility that could get in the way. Hopefully that is not the case tonight. But let me know if we are still waiting on anybody. Other than that, I will go ahead and get started shortly. Pardon the, I'm just going to make my laptop a little bit taller just so I'm not hunched over. So pardon the weird angle for just a moment. All right, there we go. There we go. I always forget to do that until right when I'm hosting trivia, but now I don't have to hunch over quite so much, so that's nice. But if we are not waiting on anybody else, don't see anything in the comments. So let me go ahead and take a peek at the game. Alrighty, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch my screen over. You will now see, instead of my face, we're gonna go to game screen. And you should now see a screen, my face in the corner, but you should see a screen that says Baig of Tricks Fountaindale Public Library Trivia Event, hosted by Phoebe, which is me. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Again, if anybody's running late, no worries. They can still join in just fine. But for now, we're going to go ahead and get started with that practice question. This is not worth any points. It's just to get you used to how the game is going to go tonight. And the first question is, what is the name of your host tonight? Is it A, Haley, B, Kelsey, C, Samantha, or D, Phoebe? And that timer has begun. Go ahead and get your answers in now. And again, be sure to, this is a good reminder to keep your eye on your device while you're playing, because the timer might have started sooner than I said it did. Unfortunately, it's hard for me to gauge what the lag is because it could vary between my computer, your computer, etc., etc. So hopefully it's not too bad. And hopefully this is a super easy question. Not only have I said my name a few times, there's also a good hint in the image there. All right, that's time for question number 1. I'll try to give you guys a reminder as to how much time is left. But again, it's not always super accurate, so I'll just say you have about half the time left. So here is what it's going to look like when we're going over how everyone answered the question. It'll just say, for right now, 2 people answered Phoebe, and you would be 100% correct. So that is what we will go over after every question, and every 5th question, so in this case after question 6, we will go over the standings to show you guys how you're doing tonight. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into it with the first actual question. Question number 2, officially question 1. The Statue of Liberty was a gift from what European country? Was that A, Spain, B, France, C, Italy, or D, Germany? That timer has begun. Go ahead and get your answers in now, and remember to keep your eyes on that device so you can answer the question as quickly as possible, and be sure to scroll past any images so you can get right to where those answers are going to pop up. For this question, we want to know this, what country was the Statue of Liberty a gift from? Was that Spain, France, Italy, or Germany? And time is almost up on this one. All right, that's time on question number 2. Let's see how you did. All right, 2 teams said France, and you would be 100% correct on that one. That's the right answer. France gifted the Statue of Liberty to the U.S. So well done on question 2 there. Let's move along to question number 3. Michael Jackson recorded 2 successful duets, The Girl Is Mine and Say, 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 with which legendary performer? Was that A, Stevie Wonder, B, Paul McCartney, C, Elton John, or D, Freddie Mercury? That timer has started. Go ahead and get your answers in now. Michael Jackson recorded 2 successful duets, The Girl Is Mine and Say, 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 with which legendary performer? Is that A, Stevie Wonder, B, Paul McCartney, C, Elton John, or D, Freddie Mercury? Just a few seconds left to answer this one. All right, that is time on question number 3. Let's see how you did on that one. All right, one team said Paul and one team said Freddie. The correct answer here is Paul McCartney, with one team getting that right. So well done on question 3. Here is question number 4 for you. Which arcade located in Illinois claims to be the largest in the USA with over 550 classic arcade games to play? Is that A, Galloping Ghost Arcade, B, Prince Arcades, C, Game Galaxy, or D, Tapper's Arcade Bar? The timer has started, so go ahead and get those answers in. Which arcade located in Illinois claims to be the largest in the US with over 550 classic arcade games to play? Was that Galloping Ghost, Prince, Game Galaxy, or Tapper's Arcade Bar? All right, and that is time for question number 4. Let's see how you did. 2 of you said Galloping Ghost Arcade, and you are 100% correct on that. That is the right answer for question number 4. Let's move on to question number 5. Which book is the character Greg Heffley from? Is that A, Diary of a Wimpy Kid, B, Captain Underpants, C, The Babysitter's Club, or D, Beezus and Ramona? Timer has begun. What do you think for this one? Which book is the character Greg Heffley from? Is that A, Diary of a Wimpy Kid, B, Captain Underpants, C, The Babysitter's Club, or D, Beezus and Ramona? You have just under half the time left on this one. Alrighty, and that is time on question 5. Let's see how you did. Alright, we asked you which book is Greg Heffley from, and 2 of you said Diary of a Wimpy Kid. You are absolutely correct. That is 100% correct. So well done on question 5. We're going to go to question 6, and then we'll go over our first look at the standings. So question number 6. Which Netflix TV series stars Jason Bateman as Martin Marty Bird? I apologize. Is it A, Money Heist, B, Ozark, C, Stranger Things, or D, Bloodline? That timer has started. What do you think? Which Netflix TV series stars Jason Bateman as Martin Marty Bird? There we go. Is it A, Money Heist, B, Ozark, C, Stranger Things, or D, Bloodline? You have just under half the time remaining on this one. All right, and that is time on question number 6. Let's take a look at how you did. All righty. One team said Money Heist and one team said Ozark. The correct answer here is one of those, and it is Ozark, with one team getting that correct. So well done on question 6. Here is your first look at the standings. So right now we have 2 teams playing, so this is the standings for you guys. We have Becca in first, and GN00 Liger in second place there. If I am supposed to pronounce that another way, I am so sorry. New Liger. But yeah, so that's your current standings with just 5 questions in. We still have 30 questions remaining tonight, so we're going to go ahead and get started shortly. I just want to look at the point differential there. Not only can you see the number of points that you have right now, but you can also see how many questions you've gotten correct. So something to know is that you can look at both right there. I believe on your phone or device it only shows how many points you have. But Just a fun fact. So here is question number 7 for you. The first vaccine for polio was created by which scientist in 1950? Was that A, Robert Sears, B, Andrew Wakefield, C, Jonas Salk, or D, Michael Underwood? That timer has started. What do you think? The first vaccine for polio was created by which scientist in 1950? Was that A, Robert Sears, B, Andrew Wakefield, C, Jonas Salk, or D, Michael Underwood? And you have just about 10 seconds left to answer this one. All right, and that is time for question number 7. Let's go ahead and take a look at how you did on this one. All right, one team said Andrew Wakefield, and you are absolutely correct. Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought that was the right answer for this one. I was not looking at the correct answer on my phone. It is Jonas Salk. That is the right answer for question number 7. I apologize that I misspoke. Sometimes I'm looking at the answers on, I have to scroll to look at where the answers actually are, so I apologize for that. But there are plenty more questions to get more points on. Here is question number 8. Which of the following is the oldest racing event in the Triple Crown? Is that A, Breeders' Cup Classic, B, the Kentucky Derby, C, the Grand National, or D, Belmont Stakes? That timer has begun. What do you think? Which of the following is the oldest racing event in the Triple Crown? Is that A, Breeders' Cup Classic, B, the Kentucky Derby, C, the Grand National, or D, Belmont Stakes? And you have just under half the time left to answer this one. I'm going to grab a koozie real quick. It is just so toasty. If you try to eat a popsicle right now, it would just melt right away. There we go. All right, so that's time for question number 8. Let's see how you did. Now I'll make sure I'm looking at the right answer here. All right, which of the following was the oldest racing event in the Triple Crown? 2 of you said the Kentucky Derby. The right answer here, though, is not the Kentucky Derby. It is Belmont Stakes. But you know what? We still have plenty of questions left, so that's just a fun fact that you can share now. But let's go ahead and move to question number 9. Also home to one of the original 6 teams in the NHL franchise, the Hockey Hall of Fame is located in which city? Where is that located? Is it A, in Chicago, B, Toronto, C, Vancouver, or D, Montreal? That timer has begun. What do you think? Also home to one of the original 6 teams in the NHL franchise, the Hockey Hall of Fame is located in which of these cities? Is it Chicago, Toronto, Vancouver, or Montreal? You have just about 10 seconds left to answer this one. I just realized it's either Chicago or it's in Canada. All right, that's time for question number 9. Here is how everyone answered. One team said Toronto and the others said Vancouver. One of those is correct, and it is Toronto, with just one of you getting that right. So there you go, some points earned for that team. Well done on question 9. Here's question number 10. Who was the first woman inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Was that A, Mavis Staples, B, Aretha Franklin, C, Gladys Knight, or D, Tina Turner? That timer has started. What do you think? Who was the first woman inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Was it Mavis Staples, Aretha Franklin, Gladys Knight, or Tina Turner? All incredible women in music, but only one of them was the first woman to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Time is almost up there. Might be up on your screen. But there we go, that's time for question 10. Here's how you did. One said Aretha Franklin and one said Tina Turner. One of those is correct, and it is Aretha Franklin. One of you getting that right, so well done there. Here is question number 11, and then we'll go over the standings again. So question 11, taking its time to load. There it is. All right. Potassium bitartrate, is an important leavener used in baking. What is its more common household name? Is it A, baker's ammonia, B, baking soda, C, baking powder, or D, cream of tartar? Timer has started. What do you think? Potassium bitartrate is a more important leavener used in baking. What is its more common household name? Is that A, baker's ammonia, B, baking soda, C, baking powder, or D, cream of tartar? Just about 10 seconds left to answer this one. Get those answers in. Again, the sooner you answer, even if it's just a gut feeling, the more possible points for you. Because you do have a 25% chance. All right, time's up. Let's see. 2 teams said baking soda. Unfortunately, that is not the correct answer for this one. The right answer here was the one that didn't even have baking anywhere in the name. It's cream of tartar. I had to Google that one. I just wanted to make sure that that was correct. But we're 10 questions in, so let's take a look at that leaderboard. We have Becca still in first, and Newliger, or Newliger. I'm so sorry. I don't know. I'm going to say Newliger. Newliger is what I'm going to say. But that is just 10 questions in. We still have 25 questions remaining tonight. So let's go ahead and head to question 12. What musician closed the 1969 Woodstock Music Festival with a now legendary performance? Was that A, Sly and the Family Stone, B, Janis Joplin, C, Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young, or D, Jimi Hendrix? That timer has started. What do you think? Get the whoop. I'm so sorry, it hasn't started yet. And there it goes, should now have started. What musician closed the 1969 Woodstock Music Festival with a now legendary performance? Was that A, Sly and the Family Stone, B, Janis Joplin, C, Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young, or D, Jimi Hendrix? I'll tell you, I don't write the questions myself. I just loved reading them off for you guys, but I read this one and I knew there was only one answer. All right, and it looks like you guys knew it too. Both of you said Jimi Hendrix, and you are absolutely correct. I think of Woodstock, I think of Jimi Hendrix. That's the right answer here. So well done on question 12. Here is question 13 for you. As the planet furthest from the sun, which of the following has the longest orbital period, taking approximately 165 years to complete one revolution? Is that A, Neptune, B, Saturn, C, Mercury, or D, Jupiter? Not counting Pluto on this one. So that timer has begun. Get your answers in. As the planet furthest from the sun, which of the following has the longest orbital period, taking approximately 165 Earth years to complete one revolution? Is that Neptune, Saturn, Mercury, or Jupiter? Just about 10 seconds left to answer that one. All right, and that is time on question 13. Let's go ahead and take a look at how you did. 2 of you said Neptune, and you are 100% correct. Neptune. It takes 165 Earth years to go around the sun, which is crazy to think about. All right, so well done on question 13. Here's question 14 for you. What was Elvis Presley's middle name? Is it A, David, B, Jonathan, C, Aaron, or D, Samuel? Timer has begun. Get your answers in now. What was Elvis Presley's middle name? Was it A, David, B, Jonathan, C, Aaron, or D, Samuel? Just under half the time left for this one, so get your answers in sooner than later to get the most points. All right, that's time on question 14. Let's see how you did. 2 said Samuel. Unfortunately, that is not correct. The right answer here is Aaron. His name is Elvis Aaron Presley. So there you go. Now there's a fun fact for you. Here's question number 15. Mariah Carey turns 50 in 2020, 27 years after the release of her highest-selling album worldwide. What was that album? Was it A, Mariah Carey, B, Merry Christmas, C, Music Box, or D, Daydream? That timer has started. Get your answers in now. Mariah Carey turns 50 in 2020, 27 years after the release of her highest-selling album worldwide. What was that album? Was it Mariah Carey, Merry Christmas, Music Box, or Daydream? Pardon me. You have just under 10 seconds left to get your answers in on this one. All right, and that is time on question 15. Let's see how you did. 1 said Merry Christmas and 1 said Music Box. One of those is correct, and the answer here is Music Box, with one team getting that one right, so well done on question 15. Here is question number 16 for you. Which chess piece can only move diagonally? Which chess piece can only move diagonally? Is that A, Queen, B, Bishop, C, Knight, or D, Rook? Timer has begun. Get your answers in now. Which chess piece can only move diagonally? Is that the Queen, the Bishop, the Knight, or the Rook? One of my favorite GIFs with this question, but just under 15 seconds left to answer this one, and then we'll go over the standings again. All right, that's time for question 16. Let's take a look at how you did. Ooh, one team said Bishop, one said Knight, and one said Rook. The correct answer here is Bishop, with one team getting that correct. It's the only piece that moves diagonally. The Rooks can go, I believe, just kind of straight up and down or sideways. The Knight has that L shape, and the Queen is anywhere. So that's question 16. Here is that look at the standings. Looks like we have a third entry there. Becca in first still. New Liger. I might go look at the comments to see if somebody has corrected me on how to pronounce that. And a kind of smiley face in third place. So let me actually, if somebody wants to tell me how to pronounce that in the YouTube comments, I'd be so grateful. And this is about halfway. We do still have 20 questions left for you guys tonight. And then after that, it's a good time to go ahead and play Marvel Cinematic Universe Trivia with Baig of Tricks on the Facebook page. So that's where you'll want to find that. For now, I don't see any new YouTube comments, so we're just going to go ahead and get right back into the game. Game screen. Alrighty. There we go. You should now once again see the current player rankings. So well done. There's still 20 questions left to make up some points. We're going to go ahead and move to question 17. All right, what's the longest river in the United States? Is it A, the Missouri River, B, the Ohio River, C, the Colorado River, or D, the Mississippi River? That timer has begun. Get your answer in now. What is the longest river in the United States? Is it the Missouri, the Ohio, the Colorado, or the Mississippi? Just about 15 seconds left to answer this one. All right, that's time for question 17. Let's see how you did. 2 said Mississippi and 1 said Missouri. The correct answer here is one of those. And it is the Missouri, with one team getting that correct, so well done there to that team. Here's question number 18. Which character was not part of the original Mortal Kombat arcade game? Was that A, Sub-Zero, B, Raiden, C, Baraka, or D, Johnny Cage? Timer has begun. Get your answers in now. Which character was not part of the original Mortal Kombat arcade game? Is that A, Sub-Zero, B, Raiden, C, Baraka, or D, Johnny Cage? Just about 15 seconds left to answer this one. All right, and that is time on question number 18. Let's take a look at how you did. We have a split here. One said Sub-Zero, one said Raiden, and one said Johnny Cage. In fact, the correct answer, and I'm sorry if the GIF made it confusing, the correct answer is Baraka. That character was not a part of the original Mortal Kombat game, so I'm supposing this GIF is from a newer one. But there you go, that's question 18. So here's question 19. Which president signed the bill which made the Star-Spangled Banner the U.S. national anthem? Was that A, James Monroe, B, Thomas Jefferson, C, Andrew Jackson, or D, Herbert Hoover? That timer has started. Get your answers in now. Which president signed the bill which made the Star-Spangled Banner the U.S. national anthem? Was that Monroe, Jefferson, Jackson, or Hoover? You have just about 15 seconds left to answer this one. All right, that is time for question number 19. Let's see how you did. One said Monroe, one said Jackson, and one said Hoover. One of those is correct, and the answer is Herbert Hoover, with one team getting that one correct. Well done on question 19. Here is question number 20. Hiram Rhodes Revels was elected the first black U.S. Senator in 1870. What state did he represent? Was that A, Mississippi, B, Georgia, C, Alabama, or D, Virginia? Timer has begun. Get your answers in now. Hiram Rhodes Revels was elected the first black U.S. Senator in 1870. What state did he represent? Was that Mississippi, Georgia, Alabama, or Virginia? All right, that's time on question 20. Let's see how you did. Hey, two said Virginia and one said Mississippi. One of those is correct, and the right answer here is Mississippi, with one team getting that correct. I wonder if it's Becca just getting all these correct, but well done on question 20. We're going to question 21 and then look at the standings again. All right, neo-impressionists like Signac and Seurat are known for having pioneered which painting technique, which typifies the style and is intended to be viewed from a distance? Is that A, pointillism, B, micromontage, C, pixelization, or D, stippling? That timer has started. What do you think? Neo-impressionists like Signac and Seurat, maybe pronounce those correctly, are known for having pioneered which painting technique, which typifies the style and is intended to be viewed from a distance? Is that pointillism, micromontage, pixelization, or stippling? You have just about 10 seconds left to answer that one. All right, that's time on question 21. Let's see how you did. Two said pointillism and one said stippling. Both good answers, and one of them is correct. The right answer here, though, is pointillism, with two teams getting that correct. So well done to those two teams, and here are your standings. We have, let's see, 15 questions left for you guys. We have Becca in first still, New Liger in second, and kind of like sideways smiley face in third place. So still 15 questions left to make up some of those points. And then that'll be the end of the game for us tonight. But there are still 15 questions left for you guys. So let's go ahead and get right to question 22. What was the name of Charles Lindbergh's plane for his 1927 solo transatlantic flight? Was the name of that plane A. Memphis Belle, B. Lady Luck, C. Spirit of St. Louis, or D. Enola Gay? Timer has begun. Get your answers in now. What was the name of Charles Lindbergh's plane for his 1927 solo transatlantic flight? Was that A. Memphis Belle, B. Lady Luck, C. Spirit of St. Louis, or D. Enola Gay? And you have just under 15 seconds left to answer that one. All right, that's time on question 22. Well, let's see how you did here. We had 2 say Lady Luck and 1 say Enola Gay. The correct answer here is neither of those. It is the Spirit of St. Louis. That was the name of his plane. So, there's a fun fact for you. Here is question 23. The name of the Impressionist movement derives from the full title of an 1874 painting by which of these artists? Is it A. Claude Monet, B. Pierre-Auguste Renoir, C. Edouard Manet, or D. Paul Cézanne? Timer has started. Get your answers in now. The name of the Impressionist movement derives from the full title of an 1874 painting by which artist? Is it A. Claude Monet, B. Pierre-Auguste Renoir, C. Edouard Manet, or D. Paul Cézanne? And you have just about 10 seconds left to answer this one. Let's see. Alrighty, that is time on question number 23. So let's see how you did. 2 said Claude Monet and 1 said Pierre-Auguste Renoir. One of those is correct. And it is Monet, with 2 of you getting that answer right. Well done. The name of the painting is Impression Sunrise. So there you go. All right, question number 24. What classic rock song by The Who is often incorrectly called Teenage Wasteland? Is it A. The Seeker, B. I Can See for Miles, B. C. Baba O'Reilly, or D. Won't Get Fooled Again? Timer has started. Get your answers in now. What classic rock song by The Who is often incorrectly called Teenage Wasteland? Is that A. The Seeker, B. I Can See for Miles, D or C. Baba O'Reilly, or D. Won't Get Fooled Again? Boy, just about 10 seconds left to answer this one, so get those answers in now. All right, that's time on question 24. Let's see how you did. 1 said The Seeker, 1 said I Can See for Miles, 1 said Won't Get Fooled Again. It's actually, it is Baba O'Reilly. That is the song that's incorrectly called Teenage Wasteland a lot of the time. Teenage Wasteland. So, there you go. It's another fun fact for you guys. Here's question 25. The aerobics craze of the 80s was led in part by home workout videos by which iconic actress? Is that A. Jane Fonda, B. Lily Tomlin, C. Meg Ryan, or D. Linda Carter? Timer has started. Get your answers in now. The aerobics craze of the 80s was led in part by home workout videos by which of these iconic actresses? Was it A. Jane Fonda, B. Lily Tomlin, C. Meg Ryan, or D. Linda Carter? Just about 10 seconds left to answer question 25 here. All right, and that is time for question 25. Let's see how you did. 2 said Jane Fonda and 1 said Meg Ryan. One of those is correct, and it is Jane Fonda, with 2 of you getting that right. Well done on question 25. We're going to go to question 26 and then take another look at the leaderboard. So 26, what year did Apple release the first iPhone? Was that 2008, 2006, 2007, or 2005? Timer has started. Get your answers in now. What year did Apple release the first iPhone? Was that A, 2008, B, 2006, C, 2007, or D, 2005? Just about 15 seconds left to answer this one. Kind of a tricky one, I think. All right, that's time for question 26. Let's see how you did. 1 said 2008, 1 said 2006, and 1 said 2007. It is one of those answers, and the correct answer is 2007. That was the year that Apple released the first iPhone. It feels like so much longer ago than that, but it was only 13 years ago. So that's question 26. Here is the leaderboard again, with Becca still in first, New Liger in second, and Smiley Face in third. So we still have 10 questions left for you guys tonight, and then I will let you go about the rest of your evenings. So we have just about almost only 10 minutes left, so let's get right into these questions. Here's question 27. What was the name of the theme park that Chevy Chase and his family were trying to get to in the movie National Lampoon's Vacation? Is it A, Disneyland, B, Larryland, C, Wisconsin Dells, or D, Wally World? Timer has started. Get those answers in now. What was the name of the theme park that Chevy Chase and his family were trying to get to in the movie National Lampoon's Vacation? Is that A, Disneyland, B, Larryland, C, Wisconsin Dells, or D, Wally World? You have just about 10 seconds left to answer this one. All sound like great getaways. Alright, and that's time for question 27. Let's see how you did. 2 said Wally World and 1 said Larryland. You guys knew it was one of those alliterations. And the correct answer of those 2 is Wally World, with 2 teams getting that correct. So well done there on question 27. Here's question number 28. Who voiced the title role in the animated film Rango? So who voiced this chameleon? Was that A, Jason Bateman, B, Jim Carrey, C, George Clooney, or D, Johnny Depp? That timer has begun. Get those answers in now. Who voiced the title role in the animated film Rango? Was it Jason Bateman, Jim Carrey, George Clooney, or Johnny Depp? Again, this is the chameleon in the GIF. It's been a while since I saw this movie, but it was better than I expected it to be honest. Just a few seconds left to answer this one. Alright, and that is time on question 28. Let's see how you did. 2 said Johnny Depp, 1 said Jason Bateman, and 1 said Jim Carrey. We have another team playing here. Welcome. So, one of you was correct. It's Johnny Depp, with 2 teams getting that correct. I suppose I should have said 2 of you are correct, but I meant one of these answers that people answered is correct. So, Johnny Depp is the right answer here. He voiced Rango. Here's question number 29. The Masters tournament traditionally takes place in which month? Is it A, April, B, June, C, May, or D, July? Timer has started. Get those answers in now. The Masters tournament traditionally takes place in which of these months? Is it A, April, B, June, C, May, or D, July? You have just about 15 seconds left to answer this one. I don't follow golf very closely, but I do enjoy mini golf. All right, that's time on question 29. Let's see how you did. 3 said May and 1 said April. One of those is the correct answer. And it's April, with only one team getting that correct. So well done to that team on question 29. Here's question number 30. Who founded the blogging social network Tumblr in 2007? Was that A, David Karp, B, Jack Dorsey, C, Mark Zuckerberg, or D, Carson King? That timer has started. Get your answers in now. Who founded the blogging social network Tumblr in 2007? Was that David Karp, Jack Dorsey, Mark Zuckerberg, or Carson King? Just about 15 seconds left to answer this one. Alrighty, almost time there. So there we go. That is time for question number 30. Let's see how you did. 2 said David Karp, 1 said Jack Dorsey, and 1 said Carson King. The correct answer here is David Karp, with 2 teams getting that correct. I know Jack Dorsey founded Twitter. Mark Zuckerberg founded Facebook, which I assume that's why nobody answered that one. Carson King, I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe Carson King didn't found anything. But anyway, that's question number 30. Here's question 31, and then we'll take a final look at the standings before the last 5 questions. Question 31 here. Which of these is not the title of an album by the Canadian band Rush? Is that A, Nursery Crime, B, Fly By Night, C, Caress of Steel, or D, A Farewell to Kings? Timer has started. Get your answers in now. Which one of these is not the title of an album by the Canadian band Rush? Is it A, Nursery Crime, B, Fly By Night, C, Caress of Steel, or D, A Farewell to Kings? Just about 15 seconds left on this one. Now that we're almost to the end, just a reminder to go with your gut, just so that if you are right, you get the most points possible. Alright, that was time. So here is how everyone did. 2 said Fly By Night, 1 said Caress of Steel, and 1 said Nursery Crime. One of those answers is correct. And it is Nursery Crime. So there you go. One team was correct on that one, and let's see how it affected the standings here. Becca still in first there. New Liger in second, Smiley Face in third, and Messy Mama now in 4th place. So there you go. We have just 5 questions left for everyone tonight, and then I'll go ahead and let you guys go. But we don't have too much time left, so let's go ahead and get started with question number 32 here. And good luck on these final 5 questions. What is the birthstone for the month of July? If you have a July birthday now, you'll know. But is it A, ruby, B, topaz, C, opal, or D, diamond? That timer has started. Get your answers in now. What is the birthstone for the month of July? Is it a ruby, a topaz, an opal, or a diamond? You can say for my birth month, which is August, it is peridot. But what is it for July? Just under 10 seconds remaining now. Get your answers in. Alright, and that's time on question 32. Let's see how you did. 4 of you said ruby, and you are 100% correct, so well done there. It is ruby. So all the teams get points. That's exciting. And here's question 33 for you. Corporal Walter Eugene O'Reilly was a character on the TV show MASH, better known by what nickname? Was he A, Radar, B, Zipper, C, Tiny, or D, Hawkeye? That timer has begun. Get your answers in now. Corporal Walter Eugene O'Reilly was a character on the TV show MASH, better known by what nickname? Was it A, Radar, B, Zipper, C, Tiny, or D, Hawkeye? What do you think? Just under 15 seconds left on this one. Alright, that's time on question 33. Well, let's see how you did. 2 said Radar, 1 said Hawkeye, and 1 said Zipper. One of those is correct, and it is... Whoop, I thought I pressed it. There we go. Radar, with 2 of you getting that answer correct. Well done to those 2 teams. Here's question number 34. Which famous Russian wrote the classic novel War and Peace? Was it A, Leo Tolstoy, B, Alexander Pushkin, C, Mikhail Bulgakov, or D, Maxim Gorky? That timer has started. Get your answers in. Which of these famous Russians wrote the classic novel War and Peace? Was it Tolstoy, Pushkin, Bulgakov, or Gorky? You have just about 15 seconds left to answer this one, and then there are only 2 questions left. Alright, that's time for question 34. Let's see how you did. Ooh. A very even split. 1 answer for everything, so 1 of you is correct. And it is whoever said Tolstoy. Tolstoy is the correct answer. So there you go. That's question 34. Here's question 35. What child star saw his biggest success starring as Corey Matthews on Boy Meets World from 1993 to 2000? Was that A, Devon Sawa, B, Fred Savage, C, Ryder Strong, or D, Ben Savage? Timer has begun. What do you think? What child star saw his biggest success starring as Corey Matthews on Boy Meets World from 1993 to 2000? Was it A, Devon Sawa, B, Fred Savage, C, Ryder Strong, or D, Ben Savage? What do you think? Just about 10 seconds left on this one, and then just 1 question left for you. Alright, that's time on question 35 here. Whoop. Let's see how you did. 3 said Ben Savage, 1 said Devon Sawa. I'm glad that the Fred Savage answer didn't throw anybody off, but the right answer here is Ben Savage, with 3 of you getting that correct. So well done there. We have 1 question left, question 36, and here it is. Debuting in 1962, what Marvel Comics superhero's alias is Dr. Hank Pym? Is it A, Incredible Hulk, B, Hawkeye, C, Spider-Man, or D, Ant-Man? Timer has started, and the GIF here is not from Marvel, it is from Hilda, which is a really, really cute show. If you have kiddos, very cute. But debuting in 1962, what Marvel Comics superhero's alias is Dr. Hank Pym? Is it Incredible Hulk, Hawkeye, Spider-Man, or Ant-Man? Just about 10 seconds left to answer this one. Alright, and that's time here. 3 said Ant-Man and 1 said Incredible Hulk. The right answer here is Ant-Man. If you've seen the Marvel movies, you might know that it was Scott Lang, and if you knew that, Baig of Tricks is doing Marvel Cinematic Universe trivia in just about an hour. I'm not hosting, but I'm definitely going to play. So that's the last plug I'll do for that. But well done to those 3 teams that knew it was Ant-Man. The Hulk is Bruce Banner, Hawkeye is Clint Barton, and Spider-Man is a wide variety of people, but mostly Peter Parker. So let's take a final look at that leaderboard here. We have Becca in first, New Liger in second, Messy Mama in third, and the Smiley Face in 4th place. So there you go. Those are your final standings. Well done, and thank you to everyone who played tonight. I hope that you had fun, and I hope that you learned a few new fun facts tonight. and I hope that you enjoy the rest of your evening. I'm going to go ahead and close out of this trivia window for you guys. Do-do-do. Alrighty, there we go. My name is Phoebe, and I've loved hosting trivia for you guys. Again, I hope that you had fun, and I hope you have a wonderful night. Thanks to the Fountaindale Public Library for hosting once again. Gotta say that. And yeah, thanks for playing, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your week.